guys, it's me Maki, and today we will be trying out the top-selling eyeshadow palette on Shopee Mall. The reason why I say Shopee Mall and not Shopee is because I've noticed that the top-selling items on Shopee, especially when it comes to makeup, are fakes. And I don't think it's right to support fake products. Fake products just aren't good for you kasi walang nagmamonitor sa kung ano yung nilalagay nila sa produkto nila. So it could be lead, it could be poison, it could be toxic, it could be anything. And you're putting it on your face. You have no idea what they're putting in there because they're just trying to copy the product physically. So it doesn't mean na kung ano yung nakalagay sa packaging, yun na talaga yun. For all you know, you can get cancer just because of using fake makeup products. So please stop. So ito nga yung top-selling eyeshadow palette from Shopee Mall. We have the Beauty Glazed Color Board. This is 60 shades of eyeshadows. Nagkaroon din ako ng concern about this because I had no knowledge about Beauty Glazed until I searched for the top-selling eyeshadow palette. So ano nga ba ang Beauty Glazed? Beauty Glazed is a Chinese-owned brand. Beauty Glazed don't tested in animals. Sobrang sketchy ng brand na to for me, especially dahil nakalagay sa About Me dun sa may official website na nakalagay dito sa likod ng palette nila, which is beautyglazed.com, na basically walang sense yung About Me nila. Parang copy-paste, copy-paste, copy-paste lang, puro fillers lang talaga yung nakalagay. And then for their address, nakalagay lang is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, street name, China, and then their numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then their email address is something@example.com. So basically, if nagkaroon ka ng problem with this product, baka wala ka talagang makukontak. Pero anyway, sige, let's discuss the ingredients on this palette. Nakalagay naman dito yung ingredients na sa likod, and we'll try to post it over here. So far, based sa main ingredients na nilagay nila dito, wala naman akong nakitang mali. However, I did my research. Earlier this year, merong na-discover na isang palette nila na contains asbestos. Asbestos is contaminated talc and is potentially toxic or cancerous kasi. So the palette that was affected was the Gorgeous Me palette. In their website, wala na siya doon. However, sa official Shopee niya, nandun pa rin. It's still for sale. So if you have the Gorgeous Me palette, please throw it out na lang. Huwag mo na lang gamitin. It's better to be safe than sorry talaga. As for the connection between that palette and the rest of their palettes, ito kasi wala siyang talc na nakalagay, pero yung iba nila declared naman na meron. Honestly, I don't know if it's an isolated case, kasi ito, specifically the Beauty Glazed Color Board, hindi nakalagay dito na may talc siya. Pero I saw sa ibang ingredients list ng ibang palette nila, specifically the Color Studio, nakalagay na may talc doon. Ang stated ingredient dito is cornstarch. So anyway, casting my doubts aside muna, kasi baka nga isolated case lang siya. Try na natin. So for the packaging, as you can see, it's just basically a cardboard box na closed by magnets and held down as well by this one. So you can just swivel it to the side to show the other colors. Okay naman kasi very handy siya for an eyeshadow palette that's supposed to hold 60 eyeshadows. I mean, it's very small and compact. Medyo mahirap siyang i-fan out, but I hope you can see pa rin. It's a mixture of shimmers and glitters and matte shades. So for the 4 boards, we have our purples, our blues, our reds, and our greens. So let's try this shade first. It's a lot of color for one swipe, no? Medyo hindi siya as pigmented as the others. It's nice, so pretty. Medyo pang highlight. Okay, so this was the first board, and as you can see, paulit-ulit lang yung ibang kulay niya. Napansin ko lang that the textures aren't consistent. Some feel buttery and smooth, while some are just chalky and less pigmented. So for our next board, we have it in the shades of blue. That was really pigmented. Okay, so for the blue palette, I like this better compared to the purple one, especially since yung shades niya talagang may variations. Hindi siya pa ulit-ulit lang. I just noticed it transfers. So kahit yung matte colors, they transfer. Okay, so for our next board, we have the red toned eyeshadows. So these are our reds. We are down to the last board. So let's start with the yellow. So these are our green shades. So initial thoughts on this palette. Yes, 60 shades, they sound like a lot, pero hindi siya talaga 60 shades dahil madami ditong paulit-ulit lang, and if may difference man yung iba, sobrang onting-onti lang, it's barely noticeable. You really don't need this much. Especially for the purple palette, there isn't much variety here. The texture then, it isn't as good as the other ones. It isn't as soft or as buttery. It isn't as pigmented. And a lot of these aren't really usable. And comparing swatches using your fingertips versus using a brush, of course, the brush won't be able to pick up as much color. So, pag nilagay mo na siya sa mata mo, hindi siya talaga magiging as colorful as you hoped dahil lang ito yung nakita mong kulay sa may palette niya. So like I said, we will be giving this the benefit of the doubt kasi nga baka naman isolated case siya. So we will be using this on my eyes pa rin. So first up, I'm going to use this nude color from the red board. Next up, we're gonna go a bit deeper. Use this one from the blue board. I like to build up para mas seamless, mas madaling mag-blend. I'm gonna use this maroon shade. Happy of the excess. I wish I baked kasi nagta-transfer sa may inner corners ng lower lash line ko. Okay, so I'll try and use this dark brown. Parang wala mo nakitang difference. Parang yun na yung pinaka-dark na warm color. So instead, I'll try to use this gray kasi wala talaga nakitang difference dun sa from my previous color. Hopefully this one works. I don't know if it's my brush because so far I'm not happy. Walang nangyayari. The supposedly dark shades, they are very disappointing. Wala. They just made my eyes look dusty. Weirdly enough, madaming fallout pero walang pigment. So I think I should use this coppery shade for the middle of my lids. I really did try my best with this palette. Honestly, the shimmers are very disappointing. They didn't really translate onto my eyes. Unlike yung swatches kanina, they were really nice and pigmented. So the dark brown and the dark gray shimmer, walang ginawa kasi wala. The matte shades I can say were good. So the transition shades that I used, they were really nice. They were very pigmented, even this one. The dark brown was super okay, super good, blendable. Pero yun nga, talagang the shimmers, walang nangyari. Wala, talo. And the frustrating part pati is that it keeps on transferring to my lower lash line. Sobrang kalat. So this is the final look. Okay naman. Masaya naman ako sa end result. However, there were eyeshadows here that really did not work for me. As you can see, medyo kulang siya sa dimension because there isn't enough shades in here to create a complete eye look. I tried using the darker shades for the outer corner of my eyes, pero walang nangyari. And the sad part is, dalawa lang silang dark shades dito talaga. So the shades that are here kasi are mainly for the lid. There are some transition colors here, pero it's not meant to be a complete eye look. As you can see, wala silang blacks, silang dark browns. Parang this was the darkest brown that they have, and it was more of a red kasi that's what I used. So yun, despite it having 60 shades, I still think nakulang talaga siya. Sana yung mga shades na ginawa nilang paulit-ulit, ginamit na lang nila for darker colors na you can use for the outer corner of the eyes, that you can use for your brows, a replacement for your liner, stuff like that. Ito kasi talagang mostly for the lid siya. Other than that, the shimmer shades then, they really did end up lacking in color. Especially when I used the brush na. With my fingers, when I was swatching it, it was fine. When I was using a brush na and I was trying to pack it on, sobrang walang nangyay. Parang wala lang siya. So that's my verdict on this palette. I feel like there are a lot of better palettes out there. Na better brands din, na walang issue katulad ng meron sila. I was expecting more lang, especially from the shimmery shades. I feel that shimmer shades kasi most brands, they really can't get it wrong. I'm not saying that this is a bad eyeshadow palette. I'm just saying that there are a lot of palettes out there within the same price range that can do so much more. How personally, I will not be using this, not because of the company's issues, but because ang dami kong palettes here that are just much better. So if you would want to get this from me, of course I will be sanitizing this beforehand. Just follow the mechanics found in the description box below. Basically, all you have to do is like this video, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to this channel, and comment down below your Instagram handle so that I can check. So I hope you liked this video and that you learned a lot. For more content like this, just give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.